Okay, so if Half Dome doesn't get canceled, here's everything you need to know. So I'm gonna go over packing list and then the actual Half Dome hike and what to expect from it, and also my proposed itinerary. So for packing list, so here's a list of stuff you'll need for the actual hike itself. So first thing, flashlight slash headlamp. Since we're gonna be going at like 4 a.m., it's gonna be pitch black. So for the first part of the hike, you'll need lights, and then you'll also need them for if we go to Spider Cave. It's gonna be pitch black in there too. And then hiking poles is optional. It'll definitely help, but it'll also be like an extra thing you'll have to like hold on to, I guess. I'm gonna bring mine. We can probably like share or something. And then Camelback slash bottle. Highly recommend getting Camelback. You'll need like probably 3 liters of water. It's gonna be pretty hot. I might get some electrolytes that we can like add into our water. For Camelback, basically it'll save time because then you can drink while you're walking. Because you think about it, like, say you need to get water like every 15 minutes, like 4 times an hour, and we're gonna be hiking for like 10 hours, so that'll be like drinking water 40 times. And so like if you didn't have a Camelback and you stopped every time to drink water, that's an extra 40 minutes for the whole day. So I think it definitely, for such a long hike, it definitely makes a difference. And then for snacks, just make sure you have a bunch of like energy stuff, bars, nuts, maybe eggs, or apples or something. And then for food, you want to bring like, I guess like 2 lunches or like a brunch and a lunch or whatever. You'll be burning hella calories. So I was thinking maybe like 2 sandwiches or something. And then sun stuff, sunblocks, sunglasses, a hat. It's gonna be pretty sunny. And then permit and then ID also. They'll check your ID to make sure that it's the same as the name on the permit. And then gloves you need for going up the cables. If you have like old garden gloves with like the rubber grips, that will work perfectly fine. Just make sure it's like so you can get grip when you're going up, and then so like when you're going down you won't have any rope burn or anything when you're sliding down. Carabiners, I guess, are optional. The main use for them would be like when you're going up the cables. If you have like a water bottle that you keep on the outside of your backpack, you can use a carabiner to like hook it to something on your backpack so it won't fall out. Otherwise, you want to make sure anything that's like hanging outside your backpack, like if you have a water bottle in the side pocket, make sure to keep it inside your backpack. Yeah. And then painkillers are optional. Plastic bag, or just make sure you can like store your trash somewhere. There's no trash cans on the trail. Bandages optional. The watch is optional, but I'm gonna keep one just so we know what time it is. And then aside from the hike, just make sure I have cash. I'll bring that. Pandemic stuff, so mask, hand sanitizer, maybe some alcohol. I think for the most part we can like, I don't know how many people are gonna be on the trail, but I think for the most part we can avoid human contact. Extension cord, charging stuff, cameras, blah blah blah, and then food. So we're gonna be there for like 3 days, and so we should like pack a decent amount. I'll bring an ice chest. The food there is really expensive, so it's better to bring more so we don't have to buy as much. And then toiletry stuff, and then we're gonna be staying in the cabin. It's not gonna be like a hotel or anything, so make sure you have like bring shower sandals for when you go into the showers. Okay, now so for the actual hike itself, here's a map of Yosemite Valley, and then we're gonna be staying in Curry Village right here, and then we're coming in from the west when we drive in, and then here's Half Dome. And like I mentioned before, we're probably going to start hiking around like 4 a.m. It's going to be pitch black. So the day before, we do want to like kind of scope out and see where the trailhead is, just so we have a sense of how to get there from where our cabin is, even when it's dark. But basically, from our cabin, you want to follow this paved road. It's like Happy Isles Road or something. Um, and then you'll cross this bridge over the Merced River, and then right after you cross it on the right, that's where the trailhead is. And then from there, just follow the trail. And then actually, what you do is you go all the way around from behind Half Dome, and then you go up on the other side. That's why this hike is so long. And so some points of interest are there's going to be two waterfalls we're going to pass by on the way there, Vernal Falls and then Nevada Falls. And so the first part here is like 1.5 miles with 1,000-foot elevation gain. And then from Vernal Falls to Nevada Falls is another mile with another 1,000-foot elevation gain. These parts, there's like hella stairs, so make sure you train your quads. Let me show you. Can go on Google Maps and look at what it looks like. But basically, it's like this. You can see there's like a ton of stairs, and they're like really high steps. And it's like this for like 1 or 2 miles. And so, I guess for context, 1,000 feet is basically like the height of Salesforce Tower. So imagine going up Salesforce Tower twice, and that's like what going up to this point will be. And then since we're starting pretty early, it'll be like pitch black still when we reach the first falls, and then when we reach the second falls, it'll be like around sunrise. And then at the top of Nevada Falls, the second falls, is also where this Mist and John Muir Trail junction outhouse is. And so that's basically the last bathroom place you'll find on the trail. After that, you'll just have to like go behind a tree or something. And then from there to the next point of interest would be this is where the Half Dome trailhead is. So this long section is relatively flat. It's like 2.5 miles, and then it's 1,000 feet elevation gain again. But it's over 2.5 miles, so it's not as steep. So from the Half Dome trailhead to the bottom of the subdome, that'll be another 1.5 miles with another 1,000 feet elevation gain. And then that point there, the bottom of the subdome, is where they'll check your permit. After that, there's going to be a ton of stairs again, going up the subdome towards the cables. So that's going to be another like 0.3 miles, and it's pretty steep. And then the rest of the cables are really short, but it'll probably take like 20-30 minutes to get to the top, and then that's it. So that's basically the hike, and then you just go back around the same way when you're done. And then, also Spider Cave is like around here for like the next day if we want to check it out. And so if we start at like 4 a.m., the goal is to like finish at around 6 or 7 p.m. Okay, and for the itinerary, this is going off of the Thursday permit day, which Phil has. Since I kind of want to do the hike too, since I've actually been training. So yeah, this is based off of that. Basically, you'd have to take Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off from work. And then Wednesday, I was thinking we could leave the bay at 1 p.m. since check-in is at 5 p.m. for the cabin. And then for that day, the main thing we have to do is find where the trailhead is, and then we can just like do whatever. And then hopefully sleep relatively early since we have to wake up early the next day, Thursday. Thursday is just a hike. I'm proposing we wake up at like 3:30 a.m. and then hopefully we can start hiking by 4 and then reach the summit by like maybe 10 or 11 and get back to camp by like 6 or 7 and then probably PTFO. And then we'll have Friday. I don't know how sore we'll be, but I think some things we can do that are like pretty low energy. We can check out Spider Cave and Lower Yosemite Falls. They're both right next to each other. It's like a mile from Curry Village. And then if we're really bored, maybe we can drive to Glacier Point. And then we can just chill. And then checkout is by 10 a.m. So that'll be on Saturday morning. You can leave and then get McDonald's. And then that's it.